Where would we all be without the Looney Tunes? Seemingly everyone since the 1930s has grown up being entertained in some way, shape, or fashion by these cartoon characters and their shows, movies, games, comics, and just about everything else. The Looney Tunes gave us characters like Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, Elmer Fudd, Taz, Tweety Bird, and Yosemite Sam, and countless more all-time greats. It's no wonder that there have been thousands of outstanding cartoons starring the Looney Tunes. And it would take weeks to go over every cartoon short, but since 1930, surprisingly, there have only been 12 TV series featuring the Looney Tunes characters. I thought it'd be a neat idea to go back and take a closer look at the history of the Looney Tunes television series. So with that out of the way, guys, let's jump right in. The very first show to be featured on TV was the Bugs Bunny Show, which got its start back in 1960 and ran all the way until the year 2000. Its incredible 4-decade-long run goes to show the greatness of its content. The show itself was composed of classic Looney Tunes and its lesser-remembered sister show, Merry Melodies, short cartoons that were made between 1948 and 1969. The show would feature 3 cartoon shorts from these libraries linked together by newly made sequences of Bugs Bunny and cast as hosts showing off these cartoons. The show was a Saturday morning staple for kids on ABC and CBS for 40 years before it was ultimately pulled from the air in the year 2000 when Cartoon Network bought the exclusive rights to the Looney Tunes library. During its unprecedented 40-year run, the show touched the lives of millions and is fondly remembered by just about everyone.
With the show, this is it.
The next show came in 1964, and that is the Porky Pig Show. While not as successful as the Bugs Bunny Show, it managed to run until 1967 before being pulled off the air. It had the same style as the Bugs Bunny Show, and it featured 3 cartoon shorts from the Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies libraries as well. The only difference was that it featured much older cartoons than the Bugs Bunny Show, mostly animated shorts that had been made between 1935 and 1967. These shorts featured in the show were distributed to television stations in syndication from 1971 all the way until 1990 as part of the Warner Bros. Porky Pig and Friends package. For this package, 78 black and white Porky Pig cartoons were hand traced in color. However, this resulted in degradation of the animation, and the style and timing of it was off. It wasn't until the early 1990s that Warner Bros. Made computerized colored versions available to the public and were preserved in the original animation techniques.
Go off your rocker, too, when you see the next cartoon.
Another mid-1960s TV series that was short-lived was the Roadrunner Show, which was mostly a collection of Wile E. Coyote cartoons made between 1948 and 1965. The show ran from 1966 until 1968. Again, it had a format of 3 cartoon shorts combined by newly animated segments featuring Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. The show typically featured 1 Roadrunner cartoon, a Tweety and Sylvester cartoon, followed by the last segment was a grab bag of characters, usually Elmer Fudd, Pepe Le Pew, or Foghorn Leghorn. In 1968, CBS actually combined the Roadrunner show with the Bugs Bunny show to produce the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Hour. It wasn't for almost another 30 years that we received a new Looney Tunes television series. In 1990, Tiny Toons Adventures was introduced, and it lasted 3 seasons consisting of 100 episodes over a 3-year span. The show follows the adventures of a group of young cartoon characters who attend Acme Looney Tune University to become the next generations of characters for the Looney Tunes series. Sadly, the show was later pulled off the air, replaced by the Animaniacs. However, it did receive 2 TV specials in 1994 as well as a pseudo spin-off called The Plucky Duck Show, which was basically just a collection of episodes that featured Plucky Duck, and it too was canceled in 1992. Another 1990s Looney Tunes show was Tasmania, which ran on Fox Kids from 1991 until 1995, featuring 4 seasons with 65 total episodes. The show frequently broke the fourth wall and often made jokes showing that Taz could actually speak perfectly normally when he wanted to. However, the show, again, didn't really do that well, and it quickly fell out of favor with the audience and ultimately was taken off the air to make way for other Fox television shows that they were making at the time.
Welcome to Atlantic's Way, under, down, under. The sky's always yellow in rain or shine.
Down to Tasmania, come to Tasmania.
Next up is another kids WB network show called Sylvester and Tweety Mysteries, which ran for 5 seasons and 52 episodes between the years 1995 and 2000. The show, of course, follows the Looney Tunes characters Sylvester and Tweety Bird and their owner Granny, along with their dog Hector, as they try to solve mysteries. Even with Sylvester trying to eat Tweety Bird along the way and trying to solve mysteries as well, it was really kind of a weird show. I don't remember too much about this one. Anyway, the one cool thing I know about the show is that the final episode of the series was never actually aired on the WB, because in that episode, after decades of trying, Sylvester actually succeeds in eating Tweety Bird, but it actually turns out it was a dream. However, the episode did air later on Cartoon Network in the year 2002.
After all, I am the star.
Oh, yeah? That star could have used some salt.
The first Cartoon Network-based Looney Tunes show was Baby Looney Tunes, which debuted in 2001. The show took place in an alternate universe depicting the Looney Tunes characters as toddler and preschool versions of themselves who were taken care of by Granny from the Sylvester and Tweety cartoons. The show ended in 2006, but reruns ran all the way until 2007 on both Cartoon Network and the WB. And actually, a handful of reruns were brought back as early as 2015 on Cartoon Network to help promote the new Uncle Grandpa Babies TV special.
Gee, that monster was nothing compared to the monster in the bedroom.
One of my all-time favorite Looney Tunes series is the 2003 series Duck Dodgers, which is a parody of the science fiction character Buck Rogers. The series is a comic science fiction with Daffy Duck as the title character. It originally aired on Cartoon Network and Boomerang and ran reruns until March of 2010. Many other familiar characters from the Looney Tunes libraries are featured in the series, often given traits that fit within the Duck Dodgers universe. For example, Yosemite Sam becomes Kucha Sam, a parody of Klingons from Star Trek, and Elmer Fudd becomes known as parasitic mind-altering alien, just known as the Fudd, which is obviously a parody of the Halo franchise, The Flood. Unfortunately, the show was short-lived as production ended after just 3 seasons and 39 episodes in 2005.
Subatomic proton torpedoes.
It's check.
Hyperfluoride toothpaste.
Check.
Assorted hard candies.
It's check.
The secret agent.
Nope.
What?
On the complete other side of the coin was what probably is the worst Looney Tunes show ever to be made is Lutrons Unleashed, a superhero take on Looney Tunes universe which debuted in 2005. The show has a darker tone and takes place in a post-apocalyptic setting on Earth, and the creators were trying to get a foothold in the newly popular action cartoon genre. Shows like Teen Titans and Batman Beyond were wildly popular around this time, so they tried to make a Looney Tunes version of that. Sadly, the result was a total flop. The show ran on WB for just 26 episodes over 2 seasons between 2005 and 2007. Cartoon Network took another stab at the Looney Tunes in 2009 with the new Looney Tunes show. The concept of the show revolves around roommates Bugs and Daffy living in Los Angeles. The show's plot contains less visual gags and slapstick humor and more adult-oriented dialogue-driven comedy, which I actually really enjoyed. The show's kind of underrated in my opinion. Anyway, the show also features 2 segments which wrap around the main plot. These consist of the Merry Melodies, which are just 2-minute music videos showcasing classic characters singing brand new original songs, also pretty coll, and the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote segments, a series of CGI shorts depicting Wile E. Coyote's attempt to catch the Roadrunner. The show ran for 3 seasons and 59 episodes before being canceled in 2014.
It says compact. This is compact.
And finally, the last Looney Tunes TV series to date is Wabbit, a Looney Tunes production, which kicked off in 2015 and is currently still running on Cartoon Network and Boomerang. In this one, they return to their slapstick comedy roots. Each episode contains 2 shorts starring Bugs Bunny as the main character, and characters like Wile E. Coyote, Yosemite Sam, and the rest of the crew show up to annoy him as usual. The show is written to match the tone of early Looney Tunes shorts with a more modern feel. However, the producers try to avoid their cliches from these early scenes, such as the anvil gag. They try to get around things people have seen 1,000 times and put a more modern spin on it, but still have that slapstick humor feel that the old ones have and get that nostalgia feel for it. Anyway, to date, Wabbit has 2 seasons and 92 episodes with no word on a season 3 as of yet, but I can pretty much guarantee that Cartoon Network will be bringing this one back. So there you guys have it. Every main Looney Tunes series ever made to date. I want to know which one is your guys' favorite. Personally, for me, I love the new Looney Tunes show that came out in 2013. That one was really good. Also, I really, really love Duck Dodgers, and of course, you can't forget the original classics back in the 1960s. Gotta love those as well. But let me know what yours are your favorites are down in the comments. I also think it's just crazy to think how long these characters have been around and how many different styles of show they've been a part of. And then, of course, I didn't even get to mention what is quite possibly the best Looney Tunes adventure ever. Freaking Space Jam. That's some... Oh, God, I love that movie. But movies and direct-to-DVD sequels are a topic for a whole another video. Maybe I'll get to that in the near future. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys did, please do me a huge favor, hit that like button. It really helps me out. Share this video with your friends or anyone you know is cartoon lovers or anything like that. Also, feel free to subscribe for more videos like this in your sub box. Check out the playlist down below, some related videos. Give those a watch. But as always, guys, remember that's always K-Max time somewhere. Until then, take it easy and peace out.